Hey there, everyone. Thought I would do a live video for another game in Play Madness. This is the opening round, of course, and it's the 1975 Cincinnati Big Red Machine taking on Matt Harvey, the Black Knight, and the New York Mets from 2015. Played two other games so far in this single elimination tournament. First game, the Boston Red Sox of 75 knocked off the 1954 Giants, the higher seed. And just recently, almost had another upset. The 1986 Mets needed 2 runs. I'll show the scorecard real quick at the end. They needed 2 runs in the bottom of the 8th to sneak by the 87 Twins. So almost a major upset there, but the 86 Mets did survive. This, of course, is the 75 Reds against the 2015 Mets. Again, I'm playing all these at a neutral park so that everything for the park results will be normal. Keeping the same umpires as I've had in the other games, except we rotated them positions. So we have Augie Donatelli at home, Chris Bellacudis at first, Ed Montague at second, Jocko Conlon at third. On the mound for the Reds will be lefty Don Gullett. And on the mound for the Mets, of course, the Black Knight, Matt Harvey. Go through the lineups really quickly before we start. Leading off in right field is Curtis Granderson. Batting second at third base is David Wright. Hitting third at second base is Daniel Murphy. Batting cleanup, the center fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. Michael Gadier, the DH, will hit fifth. Lucas Duda at first base will hit sixth. Michael Conforto, the left fielder, will hit seventh. Travis d'Arnaud, the catcher, will hit eighth. And Wilmer Flores, the shortstop, will bat ninth. For the Big Red Machine, typical lineup, Pete Rose will lead off at third base. Joe Morgan is at second. He will hit second. Tony Perez, first baseman will hit third. George Foster is in the cleanup position in left field. Johnny Bench is catching, and he will hit fifth. Dan Dreesen, the DH, will hit sixth. Ken Griffey in right field will hit seventh. Cesar Geronimo in center will hit eighth. And Dave Concepcion, the shortstop, will bat ninth. So, all those festivities out of the way. Of course, we're at a neutral stadium. As I said, both teams semi-harmonious. That's just the way I'm predispositioning all the teams in the tournament. So we are ready to go as Don Gullett has finished his warm-up tosses. He'll be facing Curtis Granderson. And this game is now underway. This is on that new mat that I ordered from the company. That's a really, really nice way to play the game now, having everything laid out. Didn't think I would like it at first, but it's certainly grown on me, and I do enjoy it. Keeps me hands-free, too. I don't have to shuffle with the cards. So the first at-bat, knocked over the pawn. The first at-bat is a 1-2-4. And that's asking if Gullett has control. He's got semi-control, but the decider die says no. So it's asking, is Granderson eager? He is not eager. So he will walk. So how about that? So Curtis Granderson starts off the ball game with a walk. He's not active, so he won't steal. But he will get a board. And that'll bring up David Wright, third baseman. And we get a 1-5-6. Is Wright a whiffer? He's a semi-whiffer, but the decider die again says no. So we have outfield drama for the Reds, and they are obviously a very good fielding team. The outfield drama result is a 2-6. So if we look in outfield drama under 2-6, it says center fielder stoic. No, Geronimo is far from stoic. So he will make the catch, and there's one away. So one down for Daniel Murphy, second baseman, current national. And we get a 4-4-6. That's asking, is the pitcher a star? Gullett is a semi-ace, but he's not a star, so we skip that. Is the batter sad sack, utility, or patient? Murphy is none of that, so he will single to right field. And with the lead I have 4, that's a 2-base advancement for Granderson. He will go to third. It says an active runner would steal, but Murphy is semi-stoic. So he stays right where he is, but the Mets have something cooking here in the first against Gullett. Runners at the corners, and only one out. I think it's going to be easier to roll these dice left-handed, actually. 2-3-4. Runners on base? Yes, there are, so we have plate drama. And the catcher, Johnny Bench, is semi-gold. So it's a 1-5. Catcher gold. No, not this time. He's only semi-gold. Decided to let him down, so it will be a pass ball. And that will allow Granderson to score. And Murphy will move to second. So Big Red Machine a little clunky right now, giving up that run. That result with the pass ball is in red, so we will go to the experience chart. Gullet is a semi-icon, and Cespedes is neutral. It's a 1-1. Prospect pitcher. No, he's not a prospect pitcher, so it's a strikeout. That's out number 2 as Cespedes goes down on strikes. That'll bring up Kadire, the DH. 1-3-3. That's asking if he is a slugger. Kadire is a semi-slugger. Desired says he's a slugger, so therefore it is a 2-run bomb for Michael Kadire. And the Mets grab a quick 3-0 lead on the Big Red Machine here in the top of the first. Could be another upset brewing. Here is Lucas Duda. 3-4-6. Is Lucas Duda eager? No, he's not. So he will walk. He will not steal, but he will walk, and that is in purple. So we're going to the chemistry chart. Sorry about bumping that. Going to the chemistry chart for the next at bat. Both teams are semi-harmonious. And it's a 5-5. Pitching team dissonance. No, they're not dissonant. So if they were, it would be a missed foul ball, but Johnny Bench does catch that foul ball, so the inning is over. But a 3 spot for the Mets here in the first as they grab a quick 3-0 lead, and now it's up to the Big Red Machine to make a comeback against the Black Knight, Matt Harvey. And stepping up to do that is Pete Rose. We get a 3-3-5. Is Matt Harvey wild? No, he's got control. Is Pete Rose a sad sack? No, he's not. He's going to single to right field. He is listed as stoic, though, so he will not steal. And that's a leadoff single for Pete Rose. Brings up Joe Morgan. Oops, dropped that die there. Joe Morgan. 1-6-6. Is he a workman? No. Is Morgan a whiffer? No, he's not. So it's a ground ball to third and a lead die of 1. That is a 5-4-3 double play. Just that quickly, the 2 quick outs and nobody on. That result was in red. So we will go to the experience chart for Tony Perez, who's an icon, and Harvey's a semi-prospect. And I'm not using any manager cards. Oops, would help to roll the decider die, wouldn't it? Roll the wrong one. All right, 3-5. 3-5, icon pitcher. No, he's not. He's a semi-prospect. Let's see here. So it's going to be a single to the outfield for Tony Perez. So he gets a 2-out single. And that'll bring up George Foster. That is a 3-4-5 for Foster. Blank for the pitcher. I'm sorry, it's an iron catcher check, and Darno is not iron. Does he have a good eye? Foster does not have a good eye, so he will strike out, and the inning is over. So nothing doing for the Big Red Machine. That result was in blue, so we're going to the right now chart for the first at bat, which belongs to Travis d'Arnaud. We got a neutral pitcher against a neutral hitter. Get a 2-5. 2-5 says hot batter. No, he's not a hot batter, so he's going to line it out to Tony Perez at first. And there's one away. That brings up the number 9 hitter, Wilmer Flores. Flores, a 1-4-6. 1-4-6. Is the pitcher have flash? Gullet has semi-flash. Desired gives it to him, so it's a strikeout. So a whiff there of Flores. 2 outs, base is empty. Brings us to the top of the order in Curtis Granderson. Oops, I just lost the die over the top here. Hold the phone, folks. It's stuck. That's what happens on a live video sometimes. The way I've got this table set up, it will get stuck. Haven't had that happen before. This is a new one. Boy. Try this new setup and I didn't realize that table was going to be a problem, so we're going to have to re-roll this. Sorry about that. We're going to re-roll that at bat for Granderson. Try to keep watching an eye on my dice from now on. 3-4-5. 3-4-5. Iron catcher. No, Bench is not iron. Does he have a good eye? No, he does not, so he will strike out. And the inning is over. That's in blue, so we're going to the right now chart for the next at bat, which belongs to Bench. Bench is neutral, but Harvey is semi-hot from the previous strikeout of Foster. Now they're both neutral. 2-4, hot batter, no. So it's a fly out to left. So Bench is gone. Brings up the DH, Dan Dreesen. I know it's unusual to have 2 National League teams play with DH, but in this tournament, everybody's playing with DH. 2-3-6, that's the double control, which Harvey only has the regular control, so it is a walk to Dreesen. He will walk for Ken Griffey. And that's a 1-4-5. 1-4-5, is he a struggler? No, he's not a struggler. So it's a ground ball to the first baseman for a 3-6-3 double play as that lead die 1 comes into play again. Second double play in 2 innings that the Reds have hit into. And they are gone here in the second. So we go to the third. It's still 3-0 Mets. There's David Wright. 1-4-6. Does the pitcher have flash? Yes, Gullett semi-flash. The side eye gives it to him. So that is a strikeout. He does not have the good eye, so he will strike out. 1 away for Daniel Murphy. Murphy, 2-2-3. Is the pitcher wild? No, he's got semi-control. Is he slugger or utility? Murphy is a semi-slugger, but the decider die says he's not. So that means he's going to single to left field for a base hit. So Murphy gets on with the base hit. 1 out single. Brings up Cespedes, and it's 3-3-4. Ace or star? He's a semi-ace, which qualifies in between ace and star, so that is correct. So it's a pop out to first. When the book asks either or, then that means the semi-quality that's in between automatically qualifies. So that's 2 outs for Kadire, who homered his first time up. 3-4-5. Iron catcher, no. Good eye, no. He will strike out this time. And that's going to end the inning. That results in blue. So we go to the right now chart. For the next at bat, Geronimo is neutral. And so is Harvey. So we got neutral against neutral. We get a 3-4. 3-4 on the right now chart. And that is showing. 3-4 says cold batter. No, he's not. So it's going to be a fly to right instead of a pop out. But either way, it's an out. With nobody on, it really doesn't matter. 1 away, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Dave Concepcion. Concepcion at 2-5-6. Is Harvey a struggler? No, he's not. Is the batter champion or patient? He's neither. So we have infield drama for the Mets. Infield drama. 2-6 on the infield drama. Second baseman, gold. No, Murphy is semi-iron. He's not gold. So if he is gold, it's a line out. Otherwise, it's a solid single. So Concepcion, 2 out single. Gives the Reds a base runner with 1 out for Pete Rose. Pete Rose, 5-5-6. And 5-5-6 asks, is the pitcher an ace? No, actually he is. He's a semi-ace. The side eye gives it to him. So that's going to be a line out to third for out number 2. And that was a big play because that could have been a home run otherwise. So we go to Joe Morgan. 2 outs and runner at first. Morgan, 2-3-5. Is the pitcher wild? No. Is he eager? Joe Morgan is patient, not eager. So he will ground to second, but since he's patient, he will walk. So Joe Morgan coaxes a walk, 2 out walk, puts 2 on, and Tony Perez is coming up as the tying run to the plate. That is a 4-5-5. Is he a flash? Yes, he does. Harvey does have flash. So therefore, it is a strikeout, and Perez and the Reds are gone in the third. So after 3 complete, it is 3-0 Mets, and they're on the verge of a big upset. Here is Gullett now. Last inning of semi-freshness, or last inning of freshness for Gullett, I should say. 1-3-5, that's the ballpark, and I'm playing everything neutral because we're playing at a neutral park for all these tournament games. We're calling it a mysterious neutral park field rather than give one team an advantage. So since it's neutral, we don't need the decider die. We're just going to roll the 2 dice and see what we get. 2-2. Artificial turf park. No, we're calling it grass. So this could be a routine ground out. Let's see who makes the ground out. It's a 6, so it's a ground out to short because that's the way I do it. Just roll the dice, and 6 corresponds to the shortstop position. So Lucas Duda is a ground out to short victim. 1 away for Conforto. 2-3-6, that's at double control again, which is a walk. Automatic walk unless you have double control. So Conforto coaxes a one-out walk. Here's Darno. 3-5-5 for Darno. Is the pitcher a struggler? No. Is Darno a champion? No, he's not. He's going to ground to second unless he's a whiffer. He's not a whiffer. So it's a ground out to second, which is a fielder's choice. So we'll call it 4-6 as Morgan flips to Concepcion. 2 down for the number 9 hitter, Wilmer Flores. Flores, a 2-3-4. We do have runner on base, so we do have plate drama. So we'll see what happens here on the plate drama. 1-2, 1-2. Catcher iron. No, he's actually semi-gold, and actually gold now with that decider die. So it says, since he's not iron, it's just a ball, but that does take us to the umpire chart. Runner at first. And we'll check and see what the umpire chart has to say. 3-5. 3-5 with the runner on first. Lenient umpire at second. No, Ed Montague is the second base umpire. He is strict and questionable, but he's not lenient. If he was lenient, runner steals second despite close throw from catcher. Other umpires call the runner out. So it's a caught stealing as Darno, for some reason, tried to run on Johnny Bench. Not a good idea. He is gone, and so are the Mets. So we start at the bottom of the fourth, and it'll bring up George Foster. 3-6-6. Foster's not a pinch hitter, so he's going to fly to center. 4-1 away, and that'll bring up Johnny Bench. Mr. No Runs, No Drips, No Errors. Mr. Blue Emu. 1-4-6. Does the pitcher have flash? Yes, he does. It is going to be a strikeout. So Johnny Bench takes the whiff. 2 down for Dan Dreesen, the DH. Big Red Machine can't get anything going against Harvey. 1-1-5. Is he fresh? Yes, he is. The sire die says he is. So it is a pop out to short. I would say he pops to second since he's left-handed. Doesn't really matter. After 4 complete, it's still 3-0 Mets. And Wilmer Flores will lead things off. As Gullett semi-fresh. 1-3-5. We're back to the umpires again because of the blue 1. So base is empty. Umpire check. We get a 2-3. And 2-3 with the bases empty. Lenient umpire at first. Well, Chris Pellicudis is semi-lenient. Desire Die says he's lenient, so we do have a lenient umpire at first. And since we do, it says batter rule safe on a very close play. So that's going to be an infield single for Flores. Other umpires would have called him out, but didn't happen that way. So he beats it out with a base hit. Here's Curtis Granderson, and that's 3-6-6. And again, he is not a pinch hitter, so it's going to be a simple fly to center for out number 1. That brings up David Wright. Wright, a 1-4-4. Does Gullett have flash? He's got semi-flash, but the sire die says no. Is he a hero? No, he's a semi-champion, but not a hero. So he will ground to short unless he's a whiffer. He's a semi-whiffer, but the sire die again says no. So it's a grounder to short, and with a lead die of 1, that is a double play, 6-4-3. And this time the Reds turn the tables on the Mets in turn 2. But even so, we go to the bottom of the 5th. It's Mets 3, Reds nothing. And Matt Harvey dealing here against the Big Red Machine. Here's Griffey, 5-6-6. Is he wild? No. Does Griffey have a good eye? No, he doesn't. It's a strikeout. 1 away, and that's in blue, so we're going to the right now chart. And Matt Harvey will be semi-hot. And Geronimo will be neutral because he flew out last time. So Harvey is hot, 1-5 on the right now. It asks cold batter. No, he's not a cold batter. He's neutral. So he pounces on pitch for a single past the shortstop. So Geronimo goes the opposite way, gets a 1-out single. And that brings up Mr. Concepcion. And that's 1-4-5. Is he a struggler? No. So it's lead dive 1 is a ground ball to third baseman again. So that is a 5-4-3 double play. And in 5 innings, the Mets have turned 3 double plays on the Reds. And after 5 complete, it is still the Mets with a 3-0 surprising lead on the Reds. Hello, Mr. Cards and Dice Tabletop Sports. Is this Mr. Porter? I'm trying to remember names here as best I can. Yeah, I love this mat. This mat is really nice. 2-4-4. Ace. Is he an ace? Gullet's a semi-ace, but the sire die says no. Is he a champion? Murphy is not a champion. So he will ground to short. He's not a whiffer, so it's just going to be a 6-3 ground out. One away for Yoenis Cespedes. Cespedes. Oh, 3-3-3. Hey, Sean. How you doing? 3-3-3. Let's see here. Blank for the pitcher. Utility or sad sack? No. It's a triple unless he's a home run king. He's a slugger, not a home run king. But Yoenis Cespedes just hit a triple. And they're going to have to bring the infield in, try to cut off that run against Kadire. I'm using my Samsung S7 phone is all I'm doing. I do have it perched up on a couple of boxes so I can get more of an overhead view. But by having the cards laid out, I'm not fiddling with them in my hands. It leaves me totally hands-free. But the way I have my camera, it's easier for me with this space here to roll left-handed than it is to try to roll right-handed and go across the camera. So that's why I'm doing it left-handed, in case anybody's curious about that. I don't usually roll left-handed, but just happen to do it this time. 3-3-6. Is he an ace? Gullet again. Desire die letting him down and not an ace. Sad sack, utility, or patient? Well, Kadire is semi-utility, so we're going to roll and see if he is utility. He is not, so he skips that. And he's not patient. So he's going to get a single to center field, and that's going to make it 4-0 Mets. 4-0 Mets on the single by Kadire. So Kadire has 3 of the 4 RBIs in the ball game, and Gullet may be in trouble here. Sparky may have his bullpen going early, although we're in the 6th inning, so it's not that early. 1-3-5, we're back to the ballpark check, and again, I'm playing on a neutral field, so everything's neutral as far as ballparks go. Last time we did this was an artificial turf check, which we are playing on grass. 1-3, small ballpark, no. If it was small, the foul ball would go into the bleachers, but it's not small, so it will be caught by the first baseman Perez. And that's 2 away. Now that brings up Conforto. 2 outs and a runner at first. But the Mets holding a 4-0 lead. 3-4-5, and 3-4-5 ask, iron catcher, no, bench is not iron. Conforto does not have a good eye, so he will strike out and the inning is over. But the Mets pick up another run and take a 4-0 lead into the bottom of the 6th. That result was in blue, so we will go to the right now chart. And it's a neutral versus a neutral for Pete Rose against Harvey. 6-6 on the right now chart is a fence check because he's not a hot batter, so it's not a home run automatically, but we do have a fence check. Pete Rose is listed as normal power, so we'll roll 1 and see what happens on this fence check. It's a 5, so that's a triple. So a leadoff triple for Charlie Hustle, trying to get the Reds jump started here with that leadoff triple. Here's Joe Morgan. 3-3-6, and that's ask if the pitcher's an ace. He's a semi-ace, but the sire die says no. Is Morgan sad sack, utility, or patient? Morgan is patient, so he will take a called strike 3. So he was too patient that time. Let 1 go by, and there's 1 away. Brings up Tony Perez. 4-6-6. Is the pitcher wild? No. Is he a home run king or a slugger? He is a slugger, so he will strike out. And they are in danger of leaving Pete Rose at third base. It's up to George Foster. 1-4-5. Is he a struggler? No. It's a ground ball to third, and they did it. They left Pete Rose at third base just standing there. Who would have thought that? Bet Pete Rose didn't bet on that. So we go to the 7th, and I think we're going to get a new pitcher for the Reds. Sparky, Captain Hook, is famous for his fast hooks. So Gullet is relieved. And let's see who's coming up. Darno, Flora. Okay, so we're going to go with Pedro Borbon. So Pedro Borbon is a star with double control, and that double control can come into nice play in this game. So Borbon is the new pitcher for Gullet. Gullet goes 6 innings, gives up 4 runs, and he certainly stands to be the loser. So Darno will lead things off, and Borbon is an ace this first at bat because I'm playing the old rules. Until the new book comes out, I'm playing this whole tournament under the old rules, so start of the inning, you still get the ace quality. 2-3-4. Nobody's on base. There's no plate drama. Is he a hot batter? Darno is not a hot batter. So he will pop to third, and that's one away. Brings up Wilmer Flores. So Flores, a 166. Is he a workman? No. Is he a whiffer? No, he's not. So he's going to ground to third. 2 down, and that result was in red. So we're going to the experience chart for this at bat, and both pitchers, actually, Bourbone's a semi-icon, whereas Granderson's a full icon. And now they're both icons. So 3-5 on the experience chart. 3-5 icon batter. Yes, adjusts swing at the last second, loops the single to the outfield. So Curtis Granderson gets himself a 2-out single. Brings up David Wright. Wright, a 2-3-4. Now we do have runners on base, so there will be plate drama. And again, bench is semi-gold catcher. So 3-5. Gold catcher. Yes, he is. Decider says he is. So it makes tough stop look easy for a ball. So we'll go back to the umpire chart with the runner at first and see what the umpires have to say. Whoops. We get a 2-6. Respected umpire at home. No, Augie Donatelli is semi-lenient, but he's not respected. So since he's not respected, it says here, doesn't hear batter call timeout, call third strike. So let's see here. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. Sorry, I was looking at 3-6. 2-6. Respected umpire at home. Batter doubles, runner breaks for home, out. Other umpires call him safe. So since he's not respected, the right double will end up scoring Granderson. He sneaks in under the tag, and the Mets take a 5-0 lead on the shocked Big Red Machine. Here's Daniel Murphy. 2-3-6, that's a double controls, but this time Bourbon has it, so instead of an automatic walk, it will be a ground out back to Bourbon to end the inning. Had there been less than 2 outs, he would have had back-to-back ground outs, but there wasn't. But the Mets pick up another run on that double by David Wright, and they take a 5-0 lead into the 7th inning stretch. Hello, Mr. ID Jester. I love watching your stuff on the computer stuff. I'm still getting into Inside Pitch, the PC game. I'm still playing around with it. I bought the 72 season and had some fun with it. When I get in that mood to play the PC game, it's a pretty interesting game. I'm sure the more I play it, the more I'll like it. So bottom of the 7th, Harvey is semi-fresh still because he's rolling a shutout, and he's facing Johnny Bench. So it's a 2-3-5, and is he wild? No, he's not. Is Bench eager? No, he's not eager, so he will ground to second, and that's one away. And Matt Harvey is just rolling the game of his life, it seems like. Here's Dreesen. 2-4-5. Is Dreesen a hero? Dreesen is a semi-hero. Pull up his card, show you. Dreesen is a semi-hero. Decider makes him a hero, so it's a single to left field for Mr. Dreesen. He is aboard with 1 out for Ken Griffey. That's Ken Griffey Sr. We get a 2-4-6. That's a control check. Harvey does have the control check, so it's a ground ball back to Harvey for a fielder's choice. 1-6. 2 outs. Geronimo, the batter. Runner still at first. 3-3-5. 3-3-5. Wild. No, he's not wild. Is he a sad sack? Geronimo's not a sad sack, so he will single to right field. And since he's not stoic, he will steal. So Geronimo singles. Griffey moves to third, and then Geronimo steals second base with the Concepcion at bat. So runners are at second and third with 2 outs. And big spot here to try to get back in the ball game for Concepcion. It's a 3-5-6. That's the left-right split, and they're both right-handers, so it is a K. And the inning is over. So Harvey has coaxed 7 shutout innings against the Big Red Machine and lead it by the score of 5-0. Sean, yeah, I was interested maybe at getting the cards and dice for Inside Pitch, but it looked like a little bit of a tough game to learn. And while I'm playing all these other games, I wanted something for the computer, so that's why I kind of went in that direction. Plus the cost was a little bit more to my liking. So, but I'm sure the card game is wonderful, just like the PC game is. All right, so Cespedes facing Bourbon. And in fact, Bourbon will not be pitching any longer. He's going to come out because they want to bring in a fresh arm. So they're going to bring in Mr. Raleigh Eastwick. If I can find his card. I know it's in here somewhere. There he is. He's the closer, but when you're down 5-0, you got to take drastic measures. So Raleigh Eastwick is in the game. And he will be, of course, an ace this first at bat because we're using the old rules. He's already a semi-ace, so he's an ace and a half on this bat with Cespedes. Now he's a double ace. 1-1-3. Yes, it's asking if he's an ace. Yes, he is. It's a ground out to first. But since he's a double ace, it's 2 consecutive ground outs to first. So Cespedes and Kadire will both ground out to first for 2 quick outs. That's where those double qualities come in. And now Lucas Duda. Duda, 155. Is he a home run king? He's a semi-home run king. Let's look at his card. He is a semi-slugger and a semi-home run king. And the decider die gives it to him, so it is a home run for Lucas Duda. And the Mets now take a surprising 6-0 lead on the Big Red Machine. Sparky beside himself. It's a 3-4-6. Is he eager? Conforto is semi-patient, so he will walk. Stoic, so he won't steal, but it is in purple. So we will be going to the chemistry chart for the at-bat of Travis d'Arnaud. Both teams semi-harmonious, although the Reds don't feel too much harmony right now. 3-5. Pitching team dissonance. No, they're not dissonant. So it's a ground out to short, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. But the Mets tack on another run, and it's 7-0 as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Matt Harvey still pitching the shutout, so why take him out? He's still semi-fresh. And here is Pete Rose to lead things off. 1-1-6, he's still semi-fresh. Decider die gives it to him. So it is a strikeout. So the Black Knight still has some juice left. 1 away for Joe Morgan. Morgan a 1-3-5, and again, that is the ballpark when it's a black 1. Ballpark plays neutral. 2-5 on the ballpark result. And a 2-5 asks, is it a small ballpark? No, it's not. So it's going to be a fly out to the warning track and left. And Morgan is out of there. So 2 down. Nobody on for Tony Perez. Yes, I agree. ID has some great stuff on his channel. Enjoy watching various things on that. 3-5-5. Is Harvey a struggler? No. Is Perez a champion? No. He will ground out to second unless he's a whiffer. He's a semi-whiffer. Decider die says he is. So Matt Harvey shutting out the Reds through 8. Believe it or not. So now we go to the 9th, and Eastwick is coming out for the Reds, and Will McEnany, another fresh arm, will be coming in. Will McEnany, the lefty. If I can get this thing to focus right. Maybe can't. Maybe it won't focus right. There we go. Semi-ace, semi-flash with control. So Will McEnany will be ace and a half this first at bat. Now, when the new book comes out in March, the reliever won't get that perk when he comes in to start an inning. He only gets it for when he comes in the middle of an inning. But I'm still playing the old rules, so there you go. Here's Wilmer Flores. Lead things off. 1-5-6. Is Flores a whiffer? No, he's not. So we have outfield drama for the Reds. Outfield drama. Got a pretty good outfield. You think they'll be okay? It's a 2-4. 2-4 says center fielder gold. Center fielder Geronimo is gold, so he does make the play. And it's a diving catch for a flyout. So sensational diving catch. 1 away. It was in purple. So we're going to the chemistry chart for this at bat. And again, both teams are semi-harmonious. 1-2. Now they're both neutral. Batting team distance, no. So we got a fence check. So a fence check for Granderson, and he's a semi-home run king. So this could be trouble for the Reds again if this thing comes up as a dot, which it does not. So he's neutral. But it's a 6, and that's going to give him the home run either way. So Curtis Granderson goes yard, and it is now a 7-0 ball game. Reds feeling embarrassed, and they should be. Here's David Wright. 256. Is the pitcher a struggler? No, McEnany is not a struggler yet. And then it asks, is the batter champion or patient? He is semi-champion and semi-patient, but the decider die is a blank. So now we're to infield drama. So the outfield drama didn't work out too well. Let's check the infield drama. 1-5. 1-5 says shortstop iron. No, Concepcion is gold. So he will make that play. It's a ground out to short for out number 2. Brings up Daniel Murphy. So Murphy, 2-3-6, that's double control, and that means it's another walk. So another walk to Murphy. Here comes Cespedes. McEnany. 1-3-4. 1-3-4. Gold catcher. Yes. Bench is gold. So it is going to be a strikeout to end the inning. But we go to the bottom of the 9th. And they're going to go ahead and let Harvey try to finish it off. 7-0 lead. If he gets into trouble, of course, they'll have the bullpen ready. But right now, they're going to let him go for it. Here's George Foster. 1-1-2. Does he have flash? Yes, it is a strikeout. Foster does not have the good eye, so the strikeout stands. 1 away, and we're ready for another big upset here as one of the top seeds, Cincinnati Reds, is about to go down. 1-3-4, gold catcher. Darno is not gold. Is he a champion? Bench is not a champion. So we go to outfield drama for the Mets. Outfield drama for the Mets. 3-5. Left fielder gold. Left fielder in this case is Kadire. No, I'm sorry. Left fielder is Conforto. He is neutral. So he's not gold. So since he wasn't gold, ball's going to drop in the gap for a double. So Johnny Bench with a 1-out double. That result was in purple. So we go to the chemistry chart. For the next at bat for Dan Dreesen, the DH. Both teams semi-harmonious, of course. Now they're both neutral. Pitching team harmony, no. It's a fence check. So could be some damage done here. He is a semi-slugger. And Sardai makes him a slugger. Fence check, slugger. A 6 is a home run. So Dan Dreesen breaks up the shutout with a 2-run home run to at least give the Reds some dignity. It's now 7-2. And that's going to do it for Mr. Harvey. They tried to get him the shutout. He couldn't make it. So he has to leave. But they say that's okay. They're bringing in Jeurys Familia. Their closer, even though it's not a save situation. They're bringing Jeurys Familia in. He is, if I can get this thing focused right, maybe it's not going to work. Anyway, he's an ace flash with control. Let's read it off to you. And he's a double ace this at bat against Mr. Griffey. So Griffey up with 1 out. 2 runs in. 2-6-6. Nobody's on first. He's not the leadoff batter, so it's a fly to right. Out number 2. So the Reds are down to their final out. It's Mr. Geronimo. 1-1-2. Does he have flash? Yes, he does have flash. So it is a strikeout, and that's an appropriate way to end the ball game. And the New York Mets upset the Cincinnati Reds by the score of 7-2. We'll go ahead and update the bracket with that upset. So the number 4 seed goes down to the number 29 seed. So the 2015 New York Mets with that great pitching advance. And by winning that game, they will take on the winner of the 46 Cardinals against the 72 A's in this next bracket. And the number 4 seed Reds are gone. And like I said, last night when I was playing offline, we almost lost the number 3 seed. The 86 Mets had to rally to beat the lowly Minnesota Twins. And Boston, the 23rd seed, knocked off the 10 seed New York Giants. So we've had a 23 seed and a 29 seed win, and a 10 seed and a 4 seed lose. So when it's one and done, anything is liable to happen. And just before I sign off, I'll go through the numbers for Harvey just to give you his totals. Let's see, 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits, 4 hits, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He gave up 9 hits and 2 runs in 8 1/3. And he struck out 1. Let's see, he struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He struck out 9. So obviously a dominating performance on the mound from Mr. Harvey. He could also give the player of the game to Dyer because he had some big hits in there as well as they pounded the Reds pitching. But when you control the Big Red Machine and keep them off the scoreboard until the 9th, I think that deserves special kudos. So special kudos to the Black Knight, Matt Harvey. He is the player of the game for the Mets. He is the player of the game. This is one of those teams I corner rounded way back in the day, so that's why their cards look a little different. But he is the star of this game. And another star of the game is this mat. I can't really give enough credit for how good this mat is. The material of it, in case you're curious, is like a little mouse pad. That's kind of what the texture of it is. But to have everything laid out and keeps me totally hands-free. I'm not sitting there holding the cards and trying to, as I'm playing the game, I'm not sitting there doing this number with the cards. So that certainly helps. And when I'm not doing a video, of course, it's really streamlined and really efficient. And so kudos to the company that does this, and for the folks that design the picture to go on this mat. Also, big kudos for them as well. All right, that's going to do it from here, as this single elimination tournament is now 3 games old. And like I said, I had our first major upset. The 75 Reds are no longer in the tournament. They go home. Sparky can only shake his head. And I'm not sure what the next game is going to be, or the next video or whatnot. I'm leaning towards doing the 65 Dodgers against the 47 Yankees, just for the Sandy Koufax effect alone. That's a definite possibility. Another possibility, I don't have Silver Vac. I don't have the address in front of me. It's Ink Games, I think is what it's called. But if you go onto the Play.com Facebook page, there's some links to that, and there's pictures, JPEGs of this. And basically what you do is you copy the JPEG, you go to the Inked Games website, pick out the mat. I think this is like a 14 by 24, and then it asks you what picture you want on it. You download the picture or attach the picture on their website, and about 10 days later you get this. So ID, you take care of yourself, and like I said, I always enjoy your content, especially when it's baseball. I know you do other things, but I definitely perk up when there's baseball stuff on there. Hey, Fanomatic, did you decide to change your name for some reason? Anyway, so in case you're curious, though, I'm not like abandoning Stratomatic or any other board games. It's just that I'm into this Play.com game right now, the History Maker Baseball, because I wanted to do this tournament, and I really just enjoy the game itself. After doing the 87 Braves and looking at the stat replay, this game will play a legitimate replay of any kind. I'm fully confident of it. The game engine is just that good. So I'm not abandoning other games. I'm not saying anything's bad about the other games. I have plenty of Stratomatic sets. I have plenty of payoff pitch sets, a couple of replay baseball sets, some Status Pro sets. So, but this right now is scratching my itch, so that's what I'm going for. And like I said, this is only the 3rd game in a 32 single elimination tournament. So next up, video-wise, probably, unless somebody has certain ones they want to see, it's most likely going to be the Sandy Koufax game against Joe DiMaggio and the Yankees. So I do appreciate all you guys tuning in. I was trying to do this on Facebook Live, but when I did it, all I got was a black screen. So I was like, let me do it this way and be done with it. And since I got this mat now, I've tried to take an elevated camera position so that you can see everything a little bit better. Hopefully it turned out okay. Hopefully the lighting's okay and everything was clear and you could see all the results and everything like that. And of course, with the cards laid out, I just use these little pawns to keep track of who's batting. Plus, I got the score sheet as well. So until next time, hope you all enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play. And as usual, I will see you all down the road.